Hello everybody, my name is Vera Grazia, and I want to invite you to spend a week with me knitting. Prepared for that yet? Thanks. Like I made that. Like I actually made that for real. But I got a really super happy and exciting email. Knitting is magical.
Hopefully like inspiration.
I've been knitting a lot. Is the tea. So it's currently Monday, April 14th, and I had this idea because I have a lot of yarn and I have quite a few projects that I want to either finish, start, or work on. And also school-wise, this isn't a super busy week for me, so I thought it would be a good chance to just like film and make a video of everything that I work on this week and the progress that I make on all the things that I do this week. I went on a trip this past weekend, so I never really got my full Sunday reset because I was super tired, and I got back yesterday and I took a nap. But now that I'm back and it's Monday, I have no classes today. I only have a workout class that I want to go to at 3:30, so it's kind of like in the middle of my day. But there's a few things that I want to do today. First of all, knit, but I don't think that can be my priority today. I want to do my laundry, and I'm also going to be making like a salmon dinner tonight, so that's the plan. So I don't know how much knitting I'll get to do. I'll probably get to do like little stuff that I don't have to pay super much attention to, but let me show you. So currently, right now, I'm working on this test knit. This is the Pippa Tee by Marie. This is the tee that I'm working on. It's super cute. It's coming along really nicely. I hope at least by the end of this video this is finished. But right now I'm just gonna go take my dog for a walk and start doing some of my chores, and perhaps you'll see a few snippets of it. Giselle, please. So I put my second load of laundry in the washing machine, and I think it's time to take my dog for a walk. So we got back from our walk. The proof is I think my allergies have been activated for that long walk outside, and Giselle is nowhere to be found because she's pooped now. As much as I want to knit right now, I think I would appreciate it more later in the day if I get home from my bar class and I'm done making dinner and I have like a little bit of a plan for the week. Which I'm so sorry it's like this far into the video and I haven't been knitting. I guess it's just a realistic look at the knitting life of a college student who has a job. So this is my plan up until Wednesday. It appears that today I have kind of a busy day. Like I kind of have quite a bit of stuff to do, and because I wait in the bar line for so long, there's a chance I could do it in the line. Boring stuff, not interesting. We're here for knitting. So I hope the next clip is something, a yummy delicious salmon dinner or progress on my knitting. So I got back from bar and I'm really tired because I took an allergy medicine and I think it's really like hitting me now, but it's 5 o'clock right now. And while I was on the bus, I bought the pattern for the Dagmar jacket by Petite Knit. I'm using Drops Air for the Dagmar jacket, and I really just want to like cast it on, but because I don't think I'm mentally prepared for that yet, I'm just gonna start knitting swatches. I think I'm gonna first knit like a regular stockinette stitch swatch just to see my gauge, and then I'm going to knit a seed stitch swatch, check the gauge for that, and then maybe dive into some honeycomb and cables. Anyways, so I'm just gonna start working on this, see how it looks, but I think I gotta get set up. Gotta get myself in the vibe. I actually had a little bit of a moment where I was like, I don't want to block this swatch because I don't feel like it's worth it, because I'd much rather use that yarn, do a gauge swatch on 5mm needles, and the gauge be for 1 stitch bigger than the recommended gauge, just so that I can know, and I'll have a slightly larger, ever so slightly larger sweater. So here's all the yarn unraveled, and I actually freaked out a little bit because I couldn't find my 5mm needles, but I found them. They were under my desk for some reason. Anyways, so I'm just gonna knit up a quick little gauge swatch. Hopefully it's a bit faster than the last one. It's much better. This actually hits the gauge, the recommended gauge for the Dagmar jacket, which is pretty nice, and so the hope is that when I block it, it'll just grow a little bit, so it'll be like a more comfortable fit. I'm going to just block this and see what happens to it, because the hope is that if this hits gauge, then everything else will gauge. I've done a good bit of work. I finished the case study that I needed to do, and I got some good work done on the video project that I'm working on, so I'm gonna knit. Join me as I knit some of my Pipity and watch some YouTube. Also, just a quick question while I'm looking for the video I'm gonna watch. What do you like to watch when you're knitting? I know a lot of people like to watch shows, but if you watch YouTube, who are some of your favorite creators? And do you watch knitting videos? I watch a lot of crime videos and travel videos, but also a bunch of knitting videos. Don't know what I'm gonna pick today though. Got a lot of hippie stuff on my page, I like it. And political videos. I like to stay up to date on what's going on in this world, you know?
My ChatGPT is definitely a girl.
Can you tell your ChatGPT to be a boy?
I don't know. Are you recording right now?
No.
Yes, you are. The red light is on.
It's literally like completely zoomed in. Thanks. Yeah.
old sweater. Didn't do that either. Unfortunately, it sucks because once you start knitting something, the yarn is like all over the rack. Yeah, it's super inconsistent because I had like.
Good morning. Currently now Tuesday. The next day. I have a very busy day today. Tuesdays are always my busiest days because I have all 3 of my classes today and then my club organization Prism tonight. I probably am only going to get to knit now and at the end of the night. But just some progress from last night. I got pretty far down. I'm working on the waist shaping right now. It looks like really good and this fabric is nice. Like it's a cotton linen blend, which I thought was going to be stiff because once I tried to knit with cotton and it was like one of my first years of knitting and it was a tank top and it like literally ripped as I put it on. But this feels nice. I think I'm just gonna probably keep working on this. Maybe if I feel inspired I'll do another gauge swatch for the Dagmar jacket because this yarn is right here and it's tempting me. I started watching Kuta Vakika and like I love her vibe and just her videos are so fun. Right now I knitted a full-length dress in a week, in 12 days. Enjoy me knitting for a little bit. I'm gonna try it on, see how my progress is going, and then I'm gonna shower. Oh, it's so cute, so cute. Let me take some Instagram pics. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna shower and start my day and probably no more knitting until tonight. Showered, I did everything and I'm ready for the day. Just wanted to share with you my outfit for today. I'm wearing the ranunculus sweater with some jeans that I got from Abercrombie and then my pink gazelles. I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I like make a gauge swatch and if I know it's gonna be a long day and I can't knit, I like to take my gauge swatch with me and just like put it in my pocket and like feel it all the time. Maybe that makes me a little bit weird, but here's the gauge swatch for my Dagmar jacket in stockinette. Just gonna put this in my pocket and I'm gonna head out for my day, but just wanted to share my outfit with you. What are you eating? So I'm finally back from my classes all day, but I got a really super happy and exciting email during my first class, which just lifted my mood for the entire day. So I was scrolling on Instagram and I see test knits that I think are really cute and I apply to them, but this test knit specifically caught my eye because the yarn is sponsored and I just like, why not apply to a test knit and get some yarn and make a beautiful sweater. So I got an email today that I got accepted for this test knit and I'll put a photo on the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's from this small designer. I think her name is Rita. I think the name of the sweater translates to seashell. Checking out the yarn and checking out my options. I'm going for like this light pink color and it's a wool with linen. So the pattern calls for the two to be held together. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now I have to go to my meeting tonight, which will be fine and fun and good and dandy and everything. Anyways, thought I'd come and just tell you what's going on and the super exciting news about the new project that I can have on my needles. Won't even be in the course of this video. Maybe I'll get the yarn in this video. That'd be pretty epic, but I don't think I'll be starting to knit it soon because I have the pipotee that I'm working on, current test knit, and then the Dagmar jacket, which I want to like get working on a little bit, but I don't have enough skills in my pocket, but also that's never stopped me before, and that's why I think I really want to do these swatches just to like get into the pattern and understand what the different patterns are like. Do you think she wants my attention? Do you think she does? Anyways, I'm rambling. I might knit a few rows of my pipotee.
Be your line in the sand.
As you can see, I did some knitting last night. I knit until like 1 a.m. I was really getting a good ways on my pipotee, and I was trying so hard to finish the like rounds in between the increases for the waist shaping, but I couldn't make it. I have not a super busy day today, probably a more chill day, and I'll probably get to do a lot more knitting. I feel like it's kind of ambitious to say that I want to finish the increases today, but I guess we'll see. I'm gonna knit a little bit and watch some YouTube. So enjoy that process. Maybe I'll give you a new angle today. I like how this looks, but I don't really know how to get right there. Well, if you haven't guessed it, I have decided I'm going to bar. Unfortunately, I really do feel like I would just like to stay home and knit. And my theory is that I should just stay home and knit, because if I do something that I don't want to do, then it's not going to make me ever want to do it. So happy, joyful change of plans later. The only reason why I was going to go to bar was because my friend was going to go. But she says that she might not make it on time because she's going to get out of work late. So I decided I'm not going to go, because if I don't want to do it, then I should not do it. Good change of plans. I'm going to have some lunch and edit my Whip Wednesday that I did. I've been knitting a lot since not going to the gym. Instead of going for a walk, I took her outside, threw the ball a little bit, played with her, and just hung out for a bit outside. And then me and my sister came back in, and I bought a few things. This is what we've got. I've just started the ribbing portion of it, and I'm gonna rib for just a little bit longer, but I wanted to try it on just to see how the length was, because as I'm knitting it, like, it looks kind of big, but I can imagine it being really cute if it's like buttoned, and then like spread open. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like I'm like avoiding doing work, and I feel like I have 2 things that I could be doing that are big things. This is the top so far. Actually, as I was taking off this sweater, I had some makeup on, and it got on my sweater. It's pink. It's pink now. So I'm just gonna wash it off and see if I can get that out, you know?
Somebody got to talk to her. I don't care if VIP, not VIP. Bro.
I don't quite know what's happening, but something's happening, that's for sure. I'm gonna watch my video for a little bit and then show you, but I think I definitely need a cable needle. I might have to go to the art store to get one of those. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Here is my honeycomb stitch. I think this is actually so cute, and that's so interesting. Like, it looks like just a pattern. Like, I made that. Like, I actually made that for real. And I like that you can see it too. One thing I was worried about with Drops Air is was like not being able to see the patterns, but you can see it really well. There it is. I'm just gonna rely that my gauge was correct initially for the regular swatch. I'll probably test this just to make sure, but yeah, that was really fun. I don't know why I didn't think I couldn't do it, but I did it. I did it. It's currently 11:30 at night, and I finished a swatch for the cable. It's actually magical, I think. Knitting is magical. You really can't convince me otherwise, because how did I make like this? But let's just see what the gauge of it is. Okay, so this should be still 18 stitches. I don't know if I even did like a proper gauge swatch, but let's see. Maybe I'll measure it from the back, because I don't really know how to. That might be worse. As far as I can tell, the gauge for this is 9 stitches per 5 centimeters, so 18 stitches per 10 centimeters, which is what we want it to be at. I'm so glad I did this. Feeling a lot less apprehensive about doing an entire cabled cardigan. I think I have to plug all my devices in, because they're all like literally at 7%, 2% in low battery. I'm probably gonna block this and then maybe work a little bit more on my pipotee tonight, maybe finish the hem. That would be nice, but maybe I'll record, maybe I won't, and maybe it'll be Thursday. Good morning. It's currently Thursday now, and I worked a little bit on my pipotee last night, but I didn't finish the ribbing, which is fine because it was just a chill ribbing. But I think I'll bring my Pipity with me today to campus, just in case I have some downtime and I can knit, but I feel like I have a lot of work that I could be doing instead, which would make it so that I don't have to do it at here. Anyways, yeah. Good morning and happy Thursday. Hello, it's Friday, currently 9:30 p.m. and I only just recently got to knitting. I've had such a busy day today. It started at 12:30, took my dog for a walk before, and then 12:30 I was recording a voiceover for a video that I'm working on. And then at 1 to like 2-ish, 3, I was filming for an event. And then I got back and I was just pooped. I think it was the allergy medicine that I took. It made me sleepy, and so I took a nap till like 6, and then I woke up and then I made some edits on a video that I'm working on. And then I got to a good point where I told myself I will not feel guilty if I start knitting right now. And so I have started knitting. What I'm doing right now, I just finished off the bottom hem. There is a chance I can finish this tonight, but I feel like that's a lot of pressure. So I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna finish it tonight, but certainly I will be finishing it soon. After I do this, I just have to do like the buttonhole sides of ribbing and then the sleeves. The sleeves are next, which I feel like should be pretty easy, but it's not written in the pattern yet, so I guess I'm ahead. I guess you could say I'm ahead of schedule. Happy to be knitting, I'll say. I will say that for sure. I recommend Coffee House Crime for anyone that likes to watch like true crime while they're knitting. The guy is really good, and his catchphrase is, "Let's caffeinate while we investigate." Anyways, enjoy me knitting on this fine Friday night. It is 1:17, currently Saturday, but it's really early in the morning and I'm still technically counting it as Friday. I tried to attach my buttons, but the needle that I had is too big, and so I'm gonna have to get a smaller needle or figure out some other way to do it. But I finished the bottom hem and then the button band that will hold the buttons, and then I just have to do the other side where the buttonholes will be. Anyways, that's what I've got for tonight. And good night. Hello, good day. It's currently Saturday, and I was gonna film earlier, but I needed to clear some space on my memory card, and so I had to import all the footage, and I was having some technical difficulties, so I couldn't film me making a pizza, which was delicious. Perhaps I'll insert a photo of it. But today I went to the farmer's market, and I had a wonderful time at the farmer's market. I got flowers, as you can see. I got some poppies. My boyfriend said I shouldn't get flowers because he was gonna get me tulips, but I saw the poppies and I couldn't resist. And then I got coffee, and it was so sweet because the coffee man, the old man, he knows me because I go every single week and I always look forward to it. And I have the prettiest puppy too, so he recognizes us. And today they were out of their signature iced coffee. And so I'm like, okay, like I'll try the chai. And then I get the chai, and it's interesting because you pay for it and then you wait in line and you go up to him making it and you tell him what you ordered. And so I told him, he was like, oh yeah, like sorry we don't have your signature chai today. Like it's okay, I ordered ... And then he cut me off and he said, don't tell me. And so then he made me the coffee. He had a little bit of the signature iced coffee, but they weren't selling it to people, but he gave it to me. And so it made me so happy. I went to the art store and I got some cable needles because as I was knitting my swatches for the Dagmar jacket, I realized like I do need some cable needles. I can't show you right now, but they're Clover brand. I got those, and I was gonna get a smaller darning needle because as you could see I was really struggling last night and they didn't have them. So I'm gonna have to place an order on Amazon. But at 4 I'm taking grad photos. It's my first real true client that I'm doing. Pretty excited, kind of nervous. I think I should like prepare a little bit, but when I come back I shall be knitting. It's currently 9:48. Seems like I always get to knitting around this time, and I'm feeling kind of bad because I had like big expectations for this video where I'd be knitting so much, but like I've only knit one thing. Not even finished it yet, and I'm not going to finish it in this video because for one, I don't think the pattern has finished yet, and also I'm not going to get the darning needle in time before tomorrow. I did the grad shoot, lasted 3 hours, very tired after it, but I was also very productive, and I started sorting through all the photos and I tagged all the good ones, and I also sorted through some other ones I took of my boyfriend 2 days ago. I think now it's time to sit and knit, and I'm gonna finish as much as I could possibly finish on the Pippa-tee. And then I'm going to, I don't know, maybe start the Dagmar jacket, maybe start the ranunculus sweater that I'm gonna do for my mom. It's 12:15 a.m. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Here is the tee. So I've got both of the ribbings done right here, and now the only thing I have left to do is the sleeves, but those still have yet to be on the pattern. This took me longer than I expected just because I've been kind of like distracted while doing it. I think tomorrow I'll get to work on something else if I don't drown myself in other work that I have to do. Anyways. Happy Easter. I went to church and I wore, not this sweater, I wore the green sweater that I made over the dress because I felt like it matched, and this dress had a little bit of a plunging neck and I didn't really feel like that was church appropriate. But went to church and then I got brunch and then I came back and did a little bit of work, I think. Yeah, I did a little bit of work, had an interview, and then I did some more, I fell asleep, and then I did some more work, and now I'm done doing work for the night. And I think I'm gonna start on my Dagmar jacket. I am gonna make another video called something along the lines of knitting Isabel Page's cardigan, in parentheses the Dagmar jacket, even though I don't think she's wearing the Dagmar jacket. I don't think she made it, but I have been watching her videos this past winter and I keep seeing her wear the jacket, and I think it's so, this like cardigan, and I think it's so cute and I wanted to make my own. I think I'm gonna start working. I feel like I need to be 100% focused to do it, but